Today we're going to be removing the door sweeps from the infamous Chrysler 300S. This is a 2022. It should be similar for 2011 through 2023. First, we're going to remove the cover behind the door handle, which is going to expose a Phillips head screw. So I like to go through and kind of do the same step on every door, remove all the covers, remove all the screws, and then remove the sweeps from each one. So we're going to grab our drill, remove all the screws from all of the doors. And anybody who's worked on this vehicle knows that removing the sweeps from this can be a little difficult, but I've got a few tricks, especially for the back door. So we're going to grab our flat trim panel tool and get it between the sweep and the door panel itself, just in front of the lock there. And there's going to be a few clips that you have to remove. It can be difficult because you actually have to pry them up from the bottom. It would be nice if they just popped off on their own, which sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. So pry it back a little bit to expose just enough room to get that hook tool in there and hook it underneath the clip and pull up, and then you'll hear it pop. And on the front doors, there's going to be 4 of them that you need to remove. So we'll get all of those done. And depending on the door panel, sometimes the sweep comes off and the clips stay. On the Chrysler 300, the clips are actually going to come with it, so you got to kind of pull the panel back a little bit to leave some room for those to come up, because you don't want to pull the upholstery or vinyl off of the door panel itself. Now we're going to repeat the same process for the passenger side. Like I said, the back doors are going to be a little bit different, so you have to pay attention when we get to there. Now the back door is going to start the same process. The downside is those quarter windows in the back. There's one clip that's underneath there that you really can't get this hook tool in, so I use a much longer tool to release that clip. So I kind of get the pry tool in there and rest it up against the frame a little bit. I don't want to push against the glass because I don't want to push on the glass at all. Kind of get my fingers back, maybe another trim tool. But then I got this long door panel removal tool from Harbor Freight. Makes it a lot easier to do. So we're going to pull back on the top of the door panel, and we're going to get this in there and try and just hook the very bottom of that and turn and push up until it releases. You'll be able to see it just a little bit better on the driver's side door as well. Now on this one, if you look closely, you can see where I'm pushing up on the bottom of that tab to get that clip off. Now again, when you're removing the sweeps, those clips are going to come with it, but you got to be careful, because if they bend a little bit from pulling on the door panel too hard, they will fall out. So you don't want them to fall into the door or behind the door panel, because then you got to remove all that to get it out. But they're not too bad to get back on. I'll show you here in just a second, because that does happen. As you can see, I did have one fall out. The support inside the sweep is metal, so it kind of spread out a little bit, and same with the clip, so you got to kind of squeeze it back together, make sure it holds it in place so that it'll go back in the right location when you put the panel back together.